The Sad Story of the Wright Brothers, Part 2. We continue the sad story of the Wright brothers who both died within 6 years of each other. In Part 1, we learned about Thomas Wright and how he died in 1915 during World War I. Part 2 introduces his brother James Wright, who was born on October the 8th, 1900 in Lower Bebington, New Ferry. The 1921 census shows James and his family were living at 51 Corniche Road, Port Sunlight. James worked at the Lever Brothers soap factory in Port Sunlight as a boilerman. On the 17th of November 1921, James went to work as normal. It was 6 years since his elder brother Thomas had been killed fighting in World War I, and nobody could have predicted James would be killed in a tragic accident that day at work. It was an acetone explosion, and James, who was in charge of the glycerin drum at the time of the explosion, was sadly killed. 2 others were injured. James had just turned 21 when he died. Looking through local newspapers, we struggled to find any information regarding this tragic accident. However, we did find a few little articles mentioning the accident in newspapers from other areas of the country. The explosion was classed as an accident due to the glycerin drum not having been cleaned properly. Safety measures were put in place at the Lever Brothers factory so an incident like this would not happen again. It is noticeable that the accident was not reported in the local newspapers and only mentioned briefly in wider media. James Wright is buried in Christchurch Cemetery, Port Sunlight, and his name was added to the gravestone which marked the death of his brother Thomas Wright 6 years earlier. The gravestone is a silent reminder of the tragic and premature end to the lives of 2 young men from the Wright family during both wartime and peacetime within 6 years of each other. Follow at Lost Past Stories on YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.